Yo, welcome back to more Kagetsu Tohya. Last time we had the loop confirmed. God damn it, Nasu, you can't keep getting away with this, but still very interesting because even though it's so blatantly out there, Shiki is very aware of like even this like meta sense of like there are still things I need to do, gaps that need to be filled, this kind of thing I'm very familiar with. Um it's so interesting as to why it's happening, right? I feel like that's a more obvious answer in something like Fate because something like the second magic is much more prevalent there. It could be like something like that here, but I don't know. Maybe there's a different answer considering Tsukihime is an inherently different like version of the world as it is, like within the Nasu verse. I don't know if anything I just said made sense, but regardless, I look forward to those answers. And still, a lot of craziness going on, a lot of weirdness. Shiki, despite having this very good sense of what's going on, seems to like have like memories of someone else and like feeling as if someone else is experiencing what he's going through. So it's like, oh god, even with that being out there, it does not help in understanding. But it's still a cool thing to keep in mind, and I'm sure there are plenty of hints and things to catch. Even so far, we did get a little glimpse of that one character that kind of flashed in that sequence. Like kind of with the elf ears and the purple hair. Don't know what's going on with that character, but I assume I'll find out. So that's enough of my intro rambling. Let's keep it going. And thank you, by the way. I was informed that I can in fact like load my saves, which makes sense. But I'm curious if I can keep restarting this way. I don't know. It feels a little more true to the loop, but let's see how this goes. Oh, and I also got told that those intro messages sometimes have like exclusive lore that come from those messages, which is pretty insane. But the one I got getting into this one, I think it said whether love or morals, something about a god damn it, I've already forgotten. About a platypus duck or something. That's not what it was, but I assume that's either a very specific reference or some Japanese translation wordplay that's going over my head, but didn't seem like anything too crazy, but who knows, maybe I'm wrong. I dreamt a ridiculous dream. Something really ridiculous. Whether it was ridiculously fun or ridiculously scary, I can't even tell. Yep, so we got this whole thing again. It was a messed up dream. Alright, let's fill some more gaps here. So I assume all this is going to be the same for now. So we have Hisui waking Shiki up. Force my still tired body to wake up. Hisui's voice. So, So yeah, maybe at this point. Okay, so the loop is established. So maybe it is at this point where I want to be loading the saves. That makes sense now. So we'll just keep going. Let's see. I want to make sure nothing is different though, at least in this part. Maybe it is. Hold on. I would hate to be doing what she is doing. Hisui is carefully looking at my face. Shiki-sama, you don't look well. Is your health okay? Yeah, I feel normal. I'm not even sweating. I bring my hand up to my forehead as I speak. Sweat. Now that I think about it, I dreamt something weird last night. Well, it's nothing serious. I'll try waking up by myself, too. Alright. Maybe I'll buy an alarm clock today. Alright, so I remember this. Did that degeneracy. I clap my hands as I suggested. Hisui just stands there with a reluctant expression. Hisui? Shiki-sama, do you dislike me waking you up every morning? No, it's not that. Absolutely not. Please refrain from saying such things. If I trouble you, Shiki-sama, then I can't perform any of my duties. She looks at me silently. I do want to apologize, but it feels as if I'm being threatened. Right. Certainly, you're more reliable than an alarm clock. Thank you for saying that. Then Shiki-sama, what will you do today? That's the question right there. Today? I was about to say, of course, Ao. Then all my thoughts stopped. I don't know what I was going to do today. Did I fall asleep yesterday thinking about what I should do today? I've been thinking about what I did yesterday, and then I finally just accepted the fact that I can't remember. That's how that works. It's not like remembering what I did yesterday will change what I'll do today. Of course not. Shiki-sama, what are your plans for today? Alright, today, Ao. Okay, so yep, this is that first choice. So in the future, I'll restart from this point. I just wanted to be sure though, alright? Excuse me. But I think before I just stayed at the mansion, so I think I'll go back and forth as far as this branch here and all the branches they go to. So I'll alternate for now. Let's go to school. Because I don't think we've gone through this sequence through the action. When I enter the living room after changing, Akiha's drinking tea as usual. Because I know the first part, we did go to school, but that one was after going to see Ciel. So maybe this time we can go see Arc or, you know, whatever. Let's see. Akiha has been looking at the courtyard, now looks up at me. Good morning, Nissan. I'm glad that you look well this morning. A satisfied smile. What she must really be saying is you got up early for once. Yeah, ni hao. Alright, this is all very familiar. Okay. So this same greeting happens. Shiki wanted to mix it up. Hit her with the mix-up, Melty Blood style. I assume there are mix-ups in that game. I'm a fighting game noob, but I assume a lot of these things are common, just things. Right? Alright, here we go. I come to the lobby after I finish my preparations. It's only 7 o'clock. I could probably drop by somewhere and still have time to make it to school, so yeah, here we go. Well then. Alright, so in the future, this is another breakpoint. I should still save, though. Yeah, I should have actually did that. But I think it doesn't matter. I think I was specifically told that even if I load to these choices, it'll still, like, remember that I have the completion of the other things before, so. Still good. So I guess I should, of course, do one of these different ones. Invading Inui's house is tempting. Straight to school? More boring. But we gotta go see Arc. We got to. Since I have time, I should at least show my face. I didn't have time because of the school festival, and I just want to see Arcueid. Oh, I swear if she knocks us out again, just judo chops us. I go out before Akiha. Shiki-sama, did you forget anything? Isui surprises me with that question. Eh? No, I thought I got everything. I opened my bag to check the contents. Writing utensils, student ID, notes for today, and then the hidden knife. I don't think I forgot anything. I'll be back later then. I might come back late, so don't worry too much. Yes, it must be the cultural festival preparations. If you decide to sleep over anywhere, please give me a call. Okay, then I'll see you later. Right, the whole cultural festival thing. I turn away from the bowing Hisui and trod downhill. Ooh. Break off from my running to take a deep breath. I'm so bad at reading the onomatopoeias in these VNs. If I go south from the intersection, it'll be the school, east of the mansion. If I don't hurry, I'll be late. If I don't want to be late, I have to wake up and run all the way here. Oh god, she's still in this apartment, of course. Ooh, bad, memories of going in that apartment. This is the normal routine when I want to go to Arcueid's place in the morning. Chop, chop, chop. Ring, the doorbell sounds. No answer. I open the door with my key and enter. Arcueid, you awake? Oh my goodness. Alright. Just now. She rubs her sleepy eyes and motions toward me. That was a level of awuga I was not ready for. Arcueid's room is as simple as always. Maybe she went out last night, but she looks more tired than usual as she sits up on her bed. What is it? You look like you're in... Oh, what is it? You look like you're in pain. Did something happen? Yeah. I dreamt a pretty boring dream last night. Feels like I'll get swept away by myself. Oh. She sighs. Looks more like she's mentally tired rather than physically tired. That's not what she said during the opening, right? Why is that? This is a problem with this loop. I'm questioning everything as like everything's giving me a sense of deja vu when it probably shouldn't. Boring dream. I thought you didn't dream often, Arcueid. It's not often. I never dream. I stop my bodily functions when I sleep, so even thinking stops. Well, even then I sometimes remember things from the past, but that's just the past. It's different from what you call dreaming, isn't it? Yeah, a dream is half reality, half wish. Is that what this is? Alright. It's different from remembering the past. Unless. Right. I don't know what half wish means, but you experience things you haven't, right? Uh-huh. Then I've never dreamt. This is all like, everything is just like elbowing you like, That's what the game's doing. Half asleep, she speaks as if she were lonely. And your dream was just a remembrance of the past? I haven't experienced anything like that, so I don't know. Since it contains something I didn't know about, I guess you could call it a dream. It was horrible. Oh, it was horrible. I thought maybe I had dreamt at last, but I saw a future that I hate the most. You didn't come either. I feel like I got cheated out of something. Well, that doesn't bode well. And considering we've also seen a vision of like the end of the world, maybe that's she sighs again. Her morning today doesn't seem much better than mine. But Shiki, since you're here, are you taking a break from school? With that, she gets up energetically. Her eyes are telling me to take her out somewhere fun. Well, let's go get Borgar. No, I just thought maybe I'd see you for a while. After I hear what I came here for, I'm going to school. Shiki, you're so cold in that aspect. You didn't come help me yesterday when I was in a pinch. An unsatisfied look. Her dream is troubling, but at least getting trusted feels good. She was in a pinch yesterday. Okay. If you're in a pinch next time, call. But unfortunately, I can't pop up in someone else's dream. Okay, alright. If it's a dream, you're on your own. She meant in a dream she had when she said he didn't come. Or whatever that was, of the past. But also of the future. Solve it on my own? I can't do that. She tilts her head obliviously. Arcueid, a while ago, who was the person who messed around with my dreams? That was me. Seriously, how could she forget something that would cause her trouble so quickly? Like when she sent that fucking succubus. Jesus. I don't know about demon familiars, but nightmares aren't scary. Well, that is, you can't use something like Len to alter people's dreams. Len? Arcueid quickly consents. It's good that she understands quickly. Wait a sec. Isn't that the girl I saw in the plus disc? Wasn't that her? Isn't that the name? If not, one of y'all definitely mentioned it in the comments, but I feel like that's the girl from the plus disc. I think it was two. It was her and the other one that looks like smaller. But maybe that's the same person. I don't know. So is that... So she's her like demon familiar succubus thing? That's her? Yeah, I had Len. I didn't use it too much, so I forgot. I guess I can ask Len to do it for me then. Hey, you can't just abuse it like that. That's not who I expected Len to be. What? This whole time? If I don't leave for school right now, I'll be late. Even though the conversation drew on unexpectedly, I got what I came for, so I should leave for school now. Interesting. Arcueid, I have to ask something. What is it? You suddenly became so serious. That's... Did you do something to me? Here we go. Arcueid tilts her head like a little pigeon. What do you mean by do something? What did I do? No, I don't know myself. I don't know what it is, but it just feels weird. And only you or Senpai would do something weird, so I came to ask about it. I wonder about that. I can't let that slide by, but to answer first, it's a no. I don't remember doing anything to you recently. Alright, I believe that. Yeah, I don't remember you doing anything to me either. But I can't even tell what I did yesterday, so my memory isn't helping. It actually feels like I asked this sort of question to someone yesterday, too. Uh-huh. Sorry, I guess it was just a mistake. Well, I'll be leaving for school now. So that kind of covers the basis of all the choices that cover and information that Shiki gets from each. So it's not to do with Arc, we know that now. But we also know that she is kind of experiencing a similar thing, at least in the vision she had. As far as that possibly being the same as the end of the world one that Shiki saw. I don't know if that's the same thing, but we at least know that she's going through that. Shiki, are you really going? Since you came, I want you to stay a bit longer. That pitiable asking face. I'm a healthy male. My determination is swaying. Oh, the wording kills me sometimes, man. My god. What do I do? In this case, I'll just... I don't want to have to bust out the Neko arc PNG this early. Are you kidding me? I mean, I already had to in the plus disc, but... This is no fun if I just go to school. Alright, I'll take a gamble. I want to stay with Arc, so... Control yourself, healthy male. Say, Shiki, to stay a little more. People say that you don't have to go to school every day. Plus, you did wake me up too. Now can you say no to that? Not to Arc. I did wake her up. I guess it's a bit rude to just say goodbye now and go to school. Well, today Arcueid doesn't seem to be feeling too well, and being 1 hour late won't be too bad. You delinquent. Okay, I guess I could stay a bit longer. You sure should. Feels like I just woke up from a fresh nap. She's got the best smile in the game, man. Best smile in the game. In the whole Type Moon game. She makes a victory sign with baby-like happiness. It's good that you feel awake, but didn't you just say something disturbing, Arcueid? Something disturbing? What? You said people said you don't have to go to school every day. I don't remember saying anything like that. Oh, who told her that? Of course, it wasn't you. It wasn't you who said you only have to go to school only about 2/3 of the time. No, it wasn't you. Alright, so... Okay, well, that's all fine, but who did you hear it from? Also, not, like casual that I'd even question that. It wouldn't be Senpai who said it. Akiha wouldn't forgive even a day of absence. True. Then... It probably isn't, but... Don't worry. I don't go to your school randomly, nor do I talk to your friends randomly. As if she's reading my mind, she says what I was going to ask. Worst case scenario, Arcueid got herself acquainted with someone at school who has the worst behavior and is very prone to spread rumors about me and her. But I think that has been avoided. Glad. I was wondering how it would have turned out if you had met Arihiko or something. That's exactly who I was thinking of. I mean, who else, right? But then, where did you hear that, Arcueid? Oh, it's simple. I was just walking around during the day and met some guy in your school's uniform. Okay. But it was during the day and so school was in. I thought it weird that he'd be out and about. So I just asked him why he wasn't in school. Oh dear. For a moment, an image of something really, really bad flashed through my mind. That guy, he seemed to be around your age, so I thought it'd be okay to talk to him. And he taught me that you can skip 1/3 of school. And then he also said, who would leave such a pretty nest on like you and go to school? That guy can't even be called a guy. Or something like that. Alright, now we gotta talk to this guy. Who is this? Wow, to be able to say such a thing on his first meeting, and then to be able to walk around proudly during the day in school uniform. This might be the motherfucker that we're sharing a consciousness with or whatever. Oh, and did he say anything else? It also makes me wonder if Akiha would be experiencing anything weird as well, since... Yeah, he told me to say hi to you. Oh, wow. Then he shouted something like, "You traitor," and left. Weird. Ah, another reason for a headache. It's just gonna be the evil Shiki we saw in that dream vision thing. We're gonna fight in an alley to the death and then wake up again. Tick-tock. Hand of the clock points to 9 o'clock. It's like a doppelganger or something, a shapeshifter. Homeroom's done. First period should be in session. Should just give up half of the morning periods then. Ah, that's right. Oh, that's her. Arcueid suddenly clings onto my neck. Oh. Ah, that's dangerous. You don't do that when someone's drinking something. It's your fault for relaxing by yourself and ditching me. Relaxing by myself? I was just drinking tea. Are you going to go ballistic over such trivial things? You don't take care of me, so I have to. It's not nice of you to drink tea by yourself. Dude, Arc is so cute in this game. She is so, like... like, getting after Shiki for not, like, acting the right way with her, or spending time with her. Like, it's very cute. She looks at me as if her feelings were hurt. Well, this isn't all bad. Really? You're not satisfied whatever I do. Okay, I'll do what you want. Just tell me what you want me to do. Really? Then I want you to make me breakfast. Alright, curry, coming right up. She lets go of my neck and bounces like a little child. Jesus. Breakfast? Yeah, the thing you made me last time. I want to eat it again. She looks so happy she might just explode. That's fine, but is that really okay? I do remember making breakfast for her once, but I didn't think she would like it that much. Nice. No reply comes to mind as I stand up. Okay. Then I'll go borrow your kitchen. Saying that, I head over to the kitchen. You think she'd just kill us if we made curry? Here you go. I put the bowl down on the table. Wow. I'll surely enjoy it. She's so ecstatic. She's so stoked. She brings her hands together to show gratitude and then picks up the chopsticks. Wow. Oh, that apron. That's cute. Wow, that's so blatant. That's great. But this CG. Hell yeah, dude. Look at that slurp. Look at that happy Shiki. Look at that mushroom. Ah. Beautiful. Mmm, tasty. She moves her chopsticks lightly. Well, if she's happy, I'm happy. I'm glad you like it. I tried my best. It was only a pre-cooked meal last time, but I took my time today. Really? I think it's much better than last time. She brings the noodles to her mouth. The base is the same, but I tried to make the taste soak in more. I wasn't really satisfied last time. Emiya's got some competition. Nah, I just thought that I could eat more last time. While thinking that you made it, I was already done with half of it, so I could only enjoy the second half. Slurp slurp. Saying that, she doesn't slow her chopsticks a single bit. It looks like she really likes the dish. Ah, this isn't good. Seeing you eat it so heartily, it makes me want to make you breakfast every day. This isn't good. Wholesome. Don't worry, just come make me breakfast every day. I can wake up every day if you make me breakfast. Looks like she's done with the noodles. Arcueid now moves on to the soup by picking up the bowl and bringing it to her mouth. How do I say this? It's a sight to behold. What is it, Shiki? You seem surprised. Oh yeah, I'm surprised. I thought that a princess like you would eat more elegantly. She's doing the Goku Naruto method right now. Arcueid's cheeks redden. This isn't like her. But you made it for me, so I wanted to eat it like that. She puts down her bowl. Ask again, but she seems embarrassed and looks away. Well, this side has its cuteness too. I murmur low enough so that she can't hear me. It does. Like, if you make something for someone and they just like, even if they eat it fast, it's like, damn, they really like it. Big compliment. Also, Arcueid is cute no matter what she does, let's be real. If you think about it, Arcueid has a lot of mismatched aspects about her. Moon Princess. She's got her own style. She eats fast food, drinks canned drinks from vending machines. Doesn't have to worry about doctor's visits from eating said food. With that, Arcueid starts acting strangely. Oh my god, that eye. Like she's in pain? Maybe she wants to cry? Shiki? Gotta ask. She lets out in a tearful voice. But what is it, Arcueid? Is it painful to be awake so early in the morning? No, nothing like that, but what did you put in there? She tilts her head like a little bird. Somehow it matches her tearful expression well. What ingredients? I only use those necessary. I list them as they come up in my head. Arcueid puts down her pale face, but when she hears the last ingredient, she lies flat on the floor. Is it garlic? I swear to God. Arcueid! What is it, Arcueid? She goes limp. With her eyes closed, she murmurs as if she were in a nightmare. What is it? Put my ears closer to her. And then... Don't put that in. No garlic. Amazing. Please, not that. It's not tasty. He repeats over and over again. I don't know if there is a part in Tsukihime where, like, obviously, like, Shiki is learning about vampires, like, especially in the, well, you know, mostly in the near side routes, right? And it's like all the real vampire shit. And I think even, she even addresses the fact, like, you know, garlic and shit doesn't, like, work to deter them. I don't know if that is the case, but it's funny because she just straight up, like, doesn't like it. Also, you know, that's the myth, but I'm not sure if I'm remembering that correctly from Tsukihime, if she, like, disregarded that, or if she's... Goddamn, I'm glad they made that gag, though. Then I'm going to go. I talked to Arcueid, who's lying on the bed. Arcueid doesn't answer and stares at me. She glares at me with eyes like a cat's. Of course, she is the cat of this Nasu work. A cat, that's it. I can't tell whether she's interested, hostile, has feelings or not. Sorry, I'll be more careful next time. Arcueid stays in her cat-like state. Pressure from her eyes feels like I have hundreds of blades in my back. Wrong protagonist. I hurriedly turn my back to Arcueid and the room. Or, I don't know what Arcueid will do to me, so I'll have to escape. Then, I'll head to school. It's past 10 now. If I hurry, I should be barely able to make it to third period. Alright. Lunchtime has come. The class immediately becomes more noisy and most of the students head to the cafeteria. Gotta get the voice ready. Tono, what are you going to do about today's lunch? The hungry Arihiko asks. What should I do? What are you going to do? This is the next choice, right? I remember now. Me? Going to have some bread. You're going to the cafeteria. I'll have to bid goodbye. Oh? I just suddenly want to go to the cafeteria. Unfortunately, the food in the cafeteria is expensive. I'm gonna use my lunch money of 500 yen wisely. I'll have to buy some bread and eat in the courtyard, or leech off of Senpai in the tea room. What ridiculous thoughts are you having, Tono? Really, the man who saved 100,000 yen from elementary school is a miser. That's still wild. I get angry for some reason. Senpai or the courtyard are fine, but today I want to have some donkatsu rice at the cafeteria. Damn it. I'll just... Aha. Next one. So I'm gonna have to, like... I'm gonna stagger these. So I'm gonna put this one a space away from the last one I made. So I know these breakpoints. I mean, I'll mostly be starting at the beginning one anyway, but, you know. Alright, so what do I want to do? We already did the CL one, so... I'll go to the cafeteria with my boy. I broke the bro code last time, so I gotta make it up. I'll show you that I'm rich. I've decided. I'll eat lavishly at the cafeteria. Flex the lunch money. This is Gucci bread. Eh? Really? Unbelievable. Don't tell me. Maybe even an egg on top of a yubu udon? Yubu udon, 250 yen. Egg, 50 yen. Arihiko, you can't call that lavish. The 2 persons worth? Stop, nothing good comes out of bluffing. 2 persons plus 100 yen. Donkatsu rice and vegetable mixed with soup. Donkatsu rice set, 650 yen. That's above your budget, boy. Are you serious, Tono-kun? Buy me something with that money. Quiet, don't leech off me. Or I guess that 650 price was for 2. I put down my head, sighing, and marched to the cafeteria like a robot. In the next news item, there's been a 7th landslide accident in the city of Exhyun Sakae at 7 in the morning. I don't know how to pronounce that. Crosshyun? Thankfully, damage was minor. The surrounding area was cut off for about an hour, but the repairs started and... 7th landslide accident? Alright, let's back up a little bit. And then there's also the murders that have been happening. But then she was like, where did I hear that? And landslide accidents? The TV shows today's morning news. Grammar. School cafeteria plays the morning's news, recorded by the principal, who insists that it teaches the students current events. Slurp slurp. The one student who watches the news as he eats curry udon and eggs. Ooh. Oh wait, who is this? Ooh, what a spineless wimp. It goes without saying that that lonely student is Tonoshiki. Oh, okay. Damn it, what's with this feeling of ultimate defeat? Even when I was fighting vampires, I didn't think I was this pathetic. Slurp, slurp, slurp. I feel so pathetic. Ah, well, whatever. Interesting. I didn't get swayed away by whims and saved up money in case I needed it later on. Oh, I guess because he did... Yeah, they just said what he was eating. It's not what he was bluffing about getting. But even then, the curry udon here is spicy. Hell yeah. Senpai says it's just right, but it's probably because Senpai's tongue got paralyzed after eating so much curry and curry only. In our next story, X days ago, mysterious murders have started to happen, and today another victim was found. Okay, here we go. Near the construction and redevelopment site, what is believed to be human blood has been... Near the construction. The unpleasant news continue. Vampires are gone, but there are still mysterious deaths happening around town. Because in the plus disc, it was this, that one motherfucker who was impersonating Shiki and, committing these murders. And last time we also got a better time frame of reference to when Shiki ran into Seo Akira and they dealt with that whole situation. So I guess, maybe we'll see if when and if she pops up again. It was at least referenced so far. But yes, mysterious. Slurp, slurp, slurp. I stand up after finishing the curry udon, because that's the thing, does it even have anything to do with vampires this time? It doesn't have to necessarily. We don't have any confirmation on that end. Because, CL is, actively looking. Granted, we're looping the same day, so progress in that sense is also stagnant, and it's all within what we can... all the gaps we have to fill, and probably when we get, all of them, at least for this sequence of the game, Shiki will have a realization or something else will happen, and then we'll have a much more significant answer by that point, but we'll put bullet points in these things as we go. The unpleasant news made my stomach queasy, so I couldn't drink the soup. I wondered if Senpai would throw a punch at me as I left the cafeteria. Bada-boop-ba. I walked the rowdy hallway. Lunch is almost over. The students in the hallway are chatting dangerously close to the start of the 5th period. Walking down the hallway amidst the sound of laughter makes me loosen up a bit too. Bright sunlight and a peaceful scenery. An atmosphere where I can easily greet anyone I know friendly and simply. Oh, we're about to have that moment again, I think. The day goes on without any major changes. All the things are half happy, a little sad, and afterwards is boredom. The cycle continues without knowing an end, indeed. I did once think that it was weird. Ooh. Yo. Oh, that was different. That's not the Flash we saw before. Before it was just a black screen and then it was her. Here it's her in the crowd. That is... I love this song, by the way. I see it every night and then forget. Yo. Damn. It's a dream too brutal to forget. What trivial thing am I thinking about? I hyped up a dream trivial enough for me to forget into some terrible nightmare. Today, just like yesterday, is a happy day. I don't have to try my best to make it into a sad day. Whoa, that is... Can't even remember yesterday. Whoa. That looked like the back of other Shiki. Didn't it? With the crazy hair and the button-up white shirt. Got some important flashes there. Ugh, I feel nauseous and lean on the wall. My face meets the window so I can watch the outside. The outside is as usual. The reflection is as usual. Without any changes, they watch the surroundings, and I cannot immerse myself in them. What is he referring to when he's saying that plurally, they, them? But he was just referring to the reflection, so what does he see in the reflection? Or is he simply referring to, like, the reflections within the window? Of course, many things are still outside of context, so hard to say. Ding. Wait. Oh, it's over. I was gonna say it with it next time. Ding, dong. Is it tinnitus? A bell rings far away. Ah, I know. This is the sound of a funeral bell, so this again. Ding, dong. Crushing bell sound. With each ring, a part of the world collapses. It's a funeral for the fucking world. Dong. Not here, but somewhere away from here is collapsing. Just like to everything else, there's an end to the world. There's no such thing as a perpetual today. With realization, it collapses instantly. After an irreversible train ride to the farthest station, one grieves. Something like an unspeakable ridiculousness. The real last station is the one before, but once this happens, there's nothing that can be done. As one stands still, the train rides to the last station. One station a day. It's pretty hopeless. Look, everyone. Can I indeed get off at that station right before the last? Maybe a little bit of hope. But, yeah, that's just sad right there. But very interesting thoughts from Shiki. It's very, it's all very metaphorical. It's like hopeless, like nihilistic, kind of. Of course, there's that aspect of isolation that they're getting into before when he had this moment last. That loneliness. There's a few things going on here. It's kind of tied into the grand scheme, tied into like why he feels this experience is shared, or even why it's just happening in the first place. But it seems like with us, the player having the agency to make these choices, it's explained by Shiki at least understanding this much, and it's kind of intuitively seeking like those answers from the people that he ends up encountering. I guess eventually it'll all come together, of course, but man, that was cool. I really like these sequences. That's what I'm trying to say. With that, Mr. Kunihuji starts a conversation from the doorway of his classroom. Okay, so this is the same. I'm sorry, I was a little out of it. Is that so? Please hurry to your class. Mr. Kunihuji closes the classroom door behind him. What? There wasn't anything important. I just didn't hear the bell and didn't go back to class. Class has already started. I should go straight to my classroom, but for some reason... Ooh. Last time I skipped, so now I'll attend. No, it's just started, so I might get by without being late. Yeah, I encourage myself to go to class. Okay, so I'm also seeing that it's not as divergent as I thought, at least for this section of the game. Like, it's already shown me like all the choices that I'm gonna have to get through to probably unlock the next part of it. But this is at least good to know that at this point, like for this choice, for example, It looks like from this point on, I've already seen the options for these choices, but even so, in between the last choice and this one, whether that was inherent to that choice or based on the progress I made last time, I got a new sequence there, right? I saw that girl again. You know, I saw the scene of Shiki, you know, by him standing there in the center, like with the not seeing his eyes, which you know is trouble. It's probably like the evil version of him. Whatever that actually is or represents, but homeroom's over. Maybe the day is longer now, but the sun doesn't seem like it's going to wane. It still feels like day. It makes me feel like I want to go back. Oh, wow. Right, this is the end of... Okay, I remember now. This is the end of the day choice. I'm not gonna remember what these saves are. Thank goodness in Stay Night they put it where you can type in like the name of a save and know like what it is you're loading. I'm probably just gonna start game and hold control key to choices, but yeah. So what do I want to do this time? I think last time I dropped by the tea room because I wanted to follow up on that arc thing. So one of these three. Let's see what happens if I stay in the classroom. Let's go down the list. I don't really need to hurry. I can enjoy the sun for a while. Avoiding the rush hour crowd, I joined the sunbathing club for the day. The sunbathing club. Done with sunbathing. The crimson sunset almost lights the cityscape on fire. I like that. Then I'll head back now. I pick up my bag and leave the classroom. But now that I think about it, if I keep spending my days leisurely, I'll probably never remember the happenings of yesterday. So it's like, wrong choice, doofus. But I have to know. A little after the intersection, I meet Arihiko. Okay. Eh? Why are you here? What sort of thing is that to say to a friend, Arihiko? I glare at him. But he glares at me thoughtfully, too. What? Do you want me to say something? He silently observes me and then quietly... Uria! Grabs my cheek and, unsatisfied with just that, starts on a sprint. I don't know if that's the noise I should have made for that, but I've been playing a lot of Tekken, so I just felt that in my heart. Alright, he sprints away. It hurts! Wait, he's sprinting, holding his face. What the fuck? I didn't know Shiki started running with him. But my Dao, do it. Well, just making sure. Might have been a doppelganger. Dude, that's exactly what I said earlier. Oh my god. It's a... Ooh, I think we're on to something. Doppelganger. I mean, you know. But it's hard to tell, right? Because it was like in the dream sequence. It was kind of in that other space of like, ooh, is this like a metaphor? Like a visual metaphor? Ooh, is this like an eternal fight with Shiki and himself? Like the evil Shiki, like within him? I don't know, maybe it's a fucking doppelganger, right? Wouldn't that be cool? But I said that earlier. It's a cool possibility. As if satisfied, he waves his hand around. Of course, still holding my cheek. Do it, butte. Oh, fuck. That sprite was amazing. I'm mad that it faded away. That might be my favorite sprite I've seen. Just Arihiko getting the shit smacked out of him. Oh, I'm gonna have to like... I'm gonna have to screenshot that, because I need to make that an emote. Oh my god. That is perfect. Hell yeah, dude. And I don't even know what Shiki is trying to say, like, through his teeth. Usually you can still tell. Like when someone's mouth is muffled, you can like still kind of see what they're trying to say. I don't know what this fool's saying. A flashing left straight. Oh shit. With a satisfying scream, he collapses. He has a reputation worse than a monster. The hell? Alright, moving on. So what are you planning on doing? I just thought that maybe a Tanuki took on your form. Ooh. Why a Tanuki all of a sudden? Why'd you assault my cheek?
I thought I saw you on the main road. You were in the shade and away from people, so when I started talking, you just replied that you were looking for someone and that I shouldn't bother you.
Oh my god. Dude, straight up, it's a doppelganger. What the fuck? But wait, Arc said she ran into some... I mean, if they are like a doppelganger shift shaper type character, then of course they'd be able to turn into someone other than Shiki. But we do know they're aware of Shiki, because clearly that's the same person Arc ran into and said to say hi to Shiki, and even kind of made a subtle roast at him. Like, who would leave a son like you alone? What if that girl's the doppelganger? It's probably her, right? Because I don't see where else she fits in the puzzle. That girl we just saw in the crowd and have been seeing. Maybe it's her taking on other people's forms. So, they were smart enough not to take on Shiki's form when Arc was around. Figured it was safe here? Like, why take that risk? I guess because they don't know, but... Man, shout out to Arihiko with the God read. But that's like, this right here is such big confirmation.
Thought I saw you on the...
Okay, we already read that, right? I knew I read it, but I didn't know I read it out loud. On the main road. No, I'm just coming from school.
I know that. I took the shortest route here, so you couldn't possibly be here before me. So I had to test which one of you was the Tanuki or Fox Demon.
Oh, he is taking this really well. Arihiko. Maybe that person on the road is just someone who resembles me.
I thought that too, but I've recently been having some experiences with the occult.
What? Wait, say what? He scratches his head. What have you been experiencing? Looks like he's having one hell of a time himself too. Poor guy. I feel bad for anyone who gets involved in the plot of like a Type Moon thing. This is the worst. Like, Arihiko was able to truly just remain the best friend side character in Tsukihime. Honestly, I would have loved to have seen more of him in Tsukihime, just like even opportunities for him to like, as the outsider, kind of provide, you know, kind of more of a sense of normalcy for Shiki as he's dealing with all these like all this crazy shit, and kind of give like maybe some, even though he doesn't understand, some like insight, even though he's like out of touch with what's going on, just as his friend. They did that very well with Taiga in the second Heaven's Feel movie. They gave her like an exclusive scene that wasn't in the VN of her like speaking to Sakura and Ilya overhearing. I like that kind of shit. So, I don't know, maybe he'll play more of that role in this game, and maybe he did in Tsukihime more than I remember. Maybe that happened a couple times and I'm just not properly remembering, but... You know. Either way, poor guy.
Well, maybe it's just someone who looks like you. There was that time when someone like you was roaming around the streets at night, too.
Okay, there you go. Right, because then there was those rumors back then as well. Eh? Never heard of that incident from you.
I forgot, since it was a fairly long time ago. You had an aura of danger like you, but that was it. The person just now looked just like you. Or at least he resembled you when you were young. Or something.
Oh. Resembled you when you were young. Turned into like the young version of Shiki? It has to be that girl. Because she looks really young too, so maybe she has, I don't know, a limited capacity of transformation, but he murmurs to himself. Well, I'm really committed to this being true, by the way. Now that I notice, he's trying to pack a bag full of carrots. Arihiko, are you making a carrot cake or something?
Don't be foolish. These are going to be eaten as is.
Alright. Well, I don't have enough free time to meddle in another's taste, so I'll just leave it at that. That's so funny. Like, why is that? Why was that a part of the scene? That's good character building right there. It's just some normal ass, like, funny shit. You love to see it.
Bye then. Come visit us sometime. My sister wants to see you.
Oh yeah, he does have a sister, doesn't he? Well, that is one of the choices in the morning, so I guess we will be doing that. I turned my back on my comrade and started heading home myself. Alright, so that's a pretty big deal we got there. Thanks, Arihiko. Like the biggest thing we've got so far. I go uphill. I feel completely exhausted. Maybe because there's no one nearby. It feels like the time I spent at school today belongs to someone else. Yep. I despair as I consider the possibility that a normal day might be impossibly out of reach. Oh, and this memory again. I'm gonna read this again because I want to like keep it in mind as I proceed. And maybe as I continue to loop and get more, it'll start making more sense. Probably not, but this memory is just interesting. And like with Shiki having this feeling, like if this theory that I'm committing way too much to, by the way, of this doppelganger, I mean, Arihiko straight up said it, so right? So maybe they are doing like the character that's like tangentially involved, who's kind of like normal, but still having like a god read of the situation. If that is the case, and that is true, it's interesting that relationship with Shiki as he experiences things, because if he was just being impersonated, that is almost like that would be a thing independent of itself, but it seems like there's also a force that's like connective in that way, that he even feels that as if it belongs to someone else. And, you know, he mentions this despair, like a lot of these like moments he has where he's like by himself, like in the school hallway and in here, there's like a lot of hopelessness, there's a lot of that despair. But it's like, it doesn't seem to innately come from, I mean, it does innately come from him, but it's like, what's influencing him, right? That's the question. A long time ago, a circus from another town visited. It was when I was young. Even though I badly wanted to go, my parents didn't allow it. In the evening, when the circus was about to begin, I knelt in my room and looked at the clock. And when it got dark, I gathered enough courage to travel to the end of the world and left my home alone. Travel to the end of the world. Night streets. With the legs of a child, I set the next town as my destination. Far, far away. I couldn't even return when I decided to go back, so I kept on going, all the while crying. After many hours, I finally arrived. Night was well on its way. I looked up at the big circus tent erected in the middle of an empty field. A completely closed front gate. The night sky that seemed so far away. The tent illuminated by some lights. It looked like a descended UFO, but there was no one there. The festival was already over. But it was exciting just looking up at the gigantic tent. I thought it would be really fun. Even though I knew it couldn't do a thing for me, I just looked up at it. I don't remember what happened afterwards. Since I didn't have the strength to go back, my parents probably came to pick me up. It's an old story. I believe that there was a giant wall in the next town at the time, so I couldn't imagine what it was like in other places. The temperature drops. Without anyone around, I realize I'm alone. That's like a powerful line to end with. Again, driving that theme home further, as he has that crazy-ass memory. Like, that's such a specific memory. Like, beyond me just being like, I don't think that's Shiki's memory, like, beyond that, I have no idea who that could even apply to, nor should I. I'm sure I shouldn't, but it's just, it's crazy how, like, specific it is. After ascending the hill, I arrive at the main gate of the mansion. Hisui is waiting for me at the gate. Welcome back, Shiki-sama. Are you feeling well? Yeah, I'm back. I'm feeling well, but why are you here again? I happened to see you, so I thought I'd greet you here. Hisui says with a faint smile. Oh, thanks for that. Since I was feeling lonely just moments ago, her smile was an unforeseen mood lifter. I try to keep myself from blushing and glance at Hisui's face. Then let's go in. Are Akiha and Kohaku-san in too? Akiha-sama has returned as well. Nessan was doing something in the inner courtyard. It's as usual, so this is all the same. He smiles faintly again. We go through the gate together. Excuse me, I'm gonna drink some water. You should drink some too. Or take a walk around, stretch, do something. Put down my bag and catch my breath. Then what will I do before dinner? Alright, we got this again. I don't know why I'm doing this. Because I'm going to be control skipping next time, but just in case. So last time I went to visit Kwaku's room. I did do that. So I suppose I'll I have no idea. What do I want to do? I feel like any of these could be interesting. I mean, I'm gonna end up doing them all anyway. So what do I want to do first? Let's go visit Akiha. I remember that Akiha should be back too. It's dumb to just sit in my room. I should go visit her. Well, I'm going to do that. It's probably going to be the last thing I do. But I bet even if we just stay in the room and Shiki roasts me even if Shiki meta roasts me as being like, I don't know why I spent this time in my room wasting my time. I bet even still he'll have like another scene flash thing. It doesn't look like you're overworking yourself in your dorm. I thought maybe you were also the dorm manager. That couldn't be. A student council member can't be a dorm manager as well. The school and dorm are separated. Seo even says that she wants to quit student government since it's so strict. So things aren't that much better at Asagami. It's more corrupt than the school you attend. I feel like we jumped into the middle of a conversation. I guess we did. I myself think that trying to form a society of students is wasted effort. It's going to be a tradition for many decades to come, and it's not that easy to fix. Really, there's the whole deal with the 7 mysteries, ooh, and the deal with the student government. There's been a lot of marring histories. I remember that being mentioned in Tsukihime. I don't remember exactly like what they are. Like specifically within Nasuverse, but I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of something else. She sighs. I suppose Akiha, being the vice president of the student government, has a lot of things to worry about at school. Eh? Yes, what is it, Nissan? No, you attend Asagami. Of course. I'm away from my dorm now, but before you returned, I've been living in a dorm all the time. Yeah, I know. I know, but something feels weird. Yeah, why is Shiki questioning that? Or let me see what he's thinking of. Something doesn't fit. Well, today fits, but I get the feeling that yesterday doesn't. Okay, he's just getting that feeling again. Got it. Akiha, isn't something off? Okay, so this is where he asked Akiha about something being off, right? So we had that with Arc earlier. Now let's see what Akiha says. And again, I'm curious if she's been experiencing weird shit. Nothing at all. Only your face is off, Nissan. Alright, shit. She draws such a harsh conclusion so lightly. Nissan, won't you reply to that? You put me in a weird position if you didn't. Maybe it's as Akiha says. I must be hallucinating. I mean, I don't even remember yesterday. The only weird one is me, and of course, tomorrow I'll forget about this feeling too. Really? Nothing from Akiha, eh? That's surprising. At least not that she knows herself or can tell right now. Maybe he just hasn't been experiencing anything weird. Alright, and then dinner comes. In the large dining hall, the only ones sitting are Akiha and I. Isui and Kuwaku-san are wordlessly standing by in the back. The night mood and the luxurious dinner mentally forces me to mind my manners. Neither Akiha nor I talk to each other and silently eat. And as usual, this keeps up until the end, and so we part at the dinner table without a word. So that's the same. I was so sure because there's that connection between Akiha and Shiki, like that life. Like literally her life force. The usual tea time. Today we're playing sevens with cards Kohaku-san brought. In sevens, the 4 sevens are laid out, and the players add adjacent higher and lower cards to them. Oh god, do we have another minigame? Akiha, who had the 7 of hearts, starts, and the game relaxedly begins. So, Nissan, what did you do yesterday? Oh god, don't ask us that. Akiha asks suddenly as she puts down the Queen of Spades. Yesterday? Ah, that's... I put down the Queen of Clubs. Shiki-san? Yesterday we played games in my room together, didn't we? She lays down the 3 of clubs to one side. Is that so? And you must have gone to Nessan's room after cleaning the fish in the kitchen. That's what's fucking me up, because we did go to her room. But it's like, wait. We're in a loop. Then Hisui puts down the King of Clubs on the opposite side. Hold on. Then Nissan went to Kohaku's room after talking with me in my room? This time the 4 of Spades. Akiha seems to insist on spades. Ah, that's... I don't remember. But I can't say that. I declare to pass the turn. For the first time, too. Oh? Isn't that impossible due to time? Akiha-sama, aren't you remembering something incorrectly? This is cool. So is this triggering because I did that first and now I'm doing this? I mean, that would make sense. I assume the game has triggers for things like this, but I don't know, that's cool. Kohaku-san passes as well. Her first time. No, I think Akiha-sama's correct. I seem to vaguely remember Shiki-sama going to Akiha-sama's room after talking with me. Hisui lays down the Ace of Clubs. Ooh, now the clubs are all here. Anyway, it seems like you were busy, Nissan. Akiha nervously declares a pass. For 3rd time. Told you I was free in the morning. Kuh. I have to pass too. 2nd time. That is so. I saw you playing with the black cat in the inner courtyard. Playing with the black cat. Kohaku-san passes as well. 2nd time, just like me. But her pass is not meant as retreat, but to put her prey in a trap. I see. Oh. Ah, I see. I didn't see you, so I thought maybe you had gone out. And Hisui lays the 2 of clubs on top. She and Kohaku-san seem to be synchronized, as all of the clubs seem to come from their hands. Hold on, Hisui. Don't you have anything other than clubs? For example, a diamond? That has never appeared yet. Sorry, Akiha-sama. I was told by Nessan to hold the diamonds. Kohaku, you wanted to play fairly today. What signs have you been making to Hisui? Aren't you scheming too much for something as trivial as an after-dinner card game? Oh, she sounds really angry. Kohaku masterminding this card game is on brand. Even her ladylike words are gone. No, Akiha-sama, I didn't make any signs. Hisui was despairing after looking at their hands, so I gave her some advice. Speaking of a scheme, this makes me really curious about, again, like even beyond the whole mystery we have here, like I think I mentioned this in the last part, but what these characters, like are we still gonna have to like deal with what's going on with them? Like I would imagine so. Maybe because we're looping the day, it kind of like escapes that because there's no like deterioration beyond where it's already at. But I don't know, even so, Kohaku remembering us going to her room. Who knows, maybe we'll break through the loop. Maybe that's how the next sequence of the game goes. We can make it to the next day finally. Properly. Wordlessly motioning with your fingers and eyes cannot count as advice. That's a Oh. That's a definite sign, although I... Tsukihime, please. Oh, that was Shiki. That's a definite sign, although I noticed it pretty quickly. Eh? Must have been staring only at your cards. Let's see, we're planning on putting you and me in a tough position. But since they were so blatant about it, I found out pretty quickly. Okay, Shiki. Shiki. Eh? So you just plan to let me go to ruin while saving yourself, Nissan?
Yeah. And additionally, the one blocking the 8 of diamonds is me. I love Shiki, dude. He really does not give a fuck.
Akiha-sama, what are you doing? Upsetting the table like that is dangerous.
Did she try to flip the table or kick it?
Yes, the nearly completed clubs are now all scattered. I'm at a loss for words. Don't go riding on a luxury cruise liner. If the casino inside goes bankrupt, the owner might blow up the whole ship on purpose. Everyone stares at Akiha. It would be cute if she apologized even a little bit, but she just humps and... Oh god, she's on tilt. It's on accident. I was standing up and my skirt got caught. She says that. Wait, who's laughing here? Haha, don't be ridiculous. Is your skirt made of metal? Yes, of course. The head of the Tono household must use the strongest equipment to protect herself.
Alright, fair enough.
She spits out such an unbelievable reply. Additionally, to be exact, it is used the highest quality ornaments to decorate herself. Okay, understood. Let's call it a night. If we were to play to the end, some people would be hospitalized. If it were the end, I would not have fallen for Kwaku's schemes. I would have been at the top, leaving Nissan and the rest without any money.
She turns her head as she sits down.
Kwaku-san and Hisui expertly pick up the cards as if they're used to it by now. And so my long day ends. I dumbly stare at the ceiling from my bed. I can't fight off the tiredness as I lie down. But before that, right, there's something I need to do. Something missing inside. Something I forgot to say. Something I must definitely do. That is... okay. I guess the last one I need is this. Like, for this specifically, I'm pretty sure I've already seen these two. I think the first time, yeah, I did hallucinations. Then I was like, okay, then let me see about the murder cases. Something that I'm forgetting. To remember something forgotten. So, if I can think of it, how would I be going through all this trouble? Furthermore, did I even go through the trouble? Oh, I didn't forget anything important. Maybe it's not something I should worry about. I love this song. I mutter as I lie. The thing I'm forgetting is yesterday. I've went through few thousand days up until now, so one day isn't that big of a deal. Yo, the black cat! Yeah, cause Kwaku mentioned you played with a black cat in the car. I was like, I don't remember that shit. Oh god. You got a doppelganger. That might even be the doppelganger turned into a cat. Did it have the same ribbon? Because that character had a ribbon, right? Was that the same? Who the hell is that black cat? A cat. Just now a black cat passed by the window. Eh? It's the second floor. I don't remember a balcony that a cat could climb on. Oh, whatever. Fatigue suddenly overwhelms me. Shouldn't worry about such small things and go to sleep. Repeat again. Oh my god. So close yet so far. That's some shit right there, man. Alright, let's see our message. Ooh, Cat Arc. The System Manager's novel recommendation of the day. The Door into Summer by Robert A. Heinlein. Heinlein? The Door into Summer. Alright. Damn, dude. Okay, shit. I mean, I've already talked about all the things that happened there. But, I mean, we're gonna have to see, I guess. Man, I'm just ready to start looping again.